Welcome to the Dream, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Damashi, and we're playing some Baldur's Gate 3 Early Access Patch 4. We're gonna be running a Druid. I don't normally play Druids in these kind of games. I mean, I've had Druids in my party. I had Jaheira in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I can't remember the name of the guy's name. I can't remember if it's the name of the character or the race, but I had an Orlin in Pillars of Eternity 1, who was a druid. So, I kinda know how to play a druid, but we're not gonna be playing a traditional druid. So we're gonna have a we're gonna have a chrono background. So we're gonna be proficient in deception and stealth. We're gonna be half drow. Here are the appearance stuff that I chose. Let's see here. Class druid. I took Produce Flame and Thorn Whip. Thorn Whip is a must-have. In fact, when we play our Sorlock in the final game, and to those who don't know what a Sorlock is, it's a Sorcerer Warlock multi-class. So you put 3 levels in Warlock, and the rest into Sorcerer, and that's a Sorlock. We will be having, and I will also be taking I can't remember the name of it, Book of Ancient Secrets, I believe that's the Eldritch Invocation name. And that will allow me to get Windows Y. And that will allow me to get cantrips from other classes. So we'll be taking Thorn Whip on that character as well, because Thorn Whip is really good. We also have Produce Flame, because I like the idea of Produce Flame, and the other ones I'm not feeling too much, because we're not going to be in melee very much outside of being in our animal forms. As for our prepared spells, we have Healing Word, because I like being able to pick up characters from a distance. Entangle, because I just like the spell Entangle. I love Entangle in pretty much every RPG that has it. Jump, because Jump's really good, and Speak with Animals, because Druid, duh. Also, the animals in Larian games are awesome. Alright, skills. I put points into Perception and Survival, because I wanted to try something a bit different. Why not Nature and, something else? Or Animal Handling. Animal Handling's not going to be useful, because we can just speak to animals. So Charisma matters more. And in terms of Nature, this character's not the most knowledgeable in Nature. He basically knows nothing. He's a druid that knows nothing about nature, which I liked. I liked the idea of that when I was making this character, so that we're sticking with that. Dex, because the best defense is just to not get hit. So, no Constitution. I hate playing low intelligence characters, but this character is... the damage of a druid is based on their wisdom, so we cranked wisdom up. And charisma, because I like to be able to talk to people. And the last thing I want to change, before we get into it, is... I don't remember where it is. There it is, weighted dice. So, what this does is, it basically makes the die rolling like XCOM, where the more you fail, the less likely you won't fail next time. And that's how XCOM does RNG. Because the human mind can't handle what actual RNG is. A lot of people seem to think it's like, the more you fail, the more you'll succeed in real life. No! That's not how RNG works. That's not how probability works. Alright. And now to make who you will dream of. Now, this is a character, for those who don't know and are curious as to why you may or may not have encountered this character, you only encounter this character if you use the Illithid powers constantly. We will be doing that this run, because There's no reason not to in early access, and if you don't do it, you're actively missing out on story content. So we're going to pick a human. I'm going to sort of blitz through this, but I'm going to leave it in for those who want to know what my dream guy would look like. Let's see. I think it's 34? No, it's 33. There we go. No beard. Oh, no, that's hair. Whoops. Go. Did I pass up eyes without thinking about it? I did. I want a bright red, if you please. What is happening? Okay, red 1, red 2, red 3. It's demonic red. No, I don't like that. That's also not what that color looked like. I'm gonna go with red 3. Alright, I think we are done. Alright, let's venture forth. I'm gonna skip these because I'm only gonna be skipping the CG because I've seen it so many times. I'm sure a lot of the people watching this have seen it so many times as well. We've all rewatched the opening cinematic many times. We don't need to see it again. At least for this one. When we do our Let's Play for the full game, I absolutely will be showing that off. Alright, so I'm going to be heavily critiquing... Oh, the UI is different. That's neat. So I'm going to... I don't remember how to do this. There seems to be a UI element to expand how many grids here, but it doesn't seem to be implemented yet. Hopefully there is, because I'd like more. And we're going to lock it and quick save. Now, hopefully, eventually... Oh, I really like how the new UI. God, this looks so gorgeous!
That thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Oh my god, the lighting is so good. Oh, we're gonna investigate. This character's probably going to fail because he is not intelligent in the slightest. Oh, he did! He succeeded!
The casing is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble.
Hang on, I'm gonna check something. Because I think I left my cursor on. Okay. Sorry about that. So we're not going... Since we succeeded, I'm not gonna touch that. Right. Oh, God. I love the new UI. It actually reminds me of, the UI looks so good.
Someone else got out.
I'm sorry I'm gushing. This is supposed to be me critiquing the game, but I'm having a problem where everything all the new things are wowing me. I love you, Larian. You're wonderful. No, don't... Ugh. I was gonna be really upset if I got burned because he jumped in the fire. Right? Scroll of mage armor, and some gold. Take that. Slave mind. Now, something I hope that gets added to the game, and it was in the controller UI for Divinity Original Sin 2, is an area loot button. I think that will actually solve a lot of people's complaints about how there are just so many items in the game and so many containers in the game. If you just give us an area loot, it's like, DM, I searched the room. It goes like, okay, this is the things you find in the room after you search it. That would help so many people, me included.
The other survivors.
In fact, when I do my next feedback pass for Larian,
Where the hell?
I think that'll be something I mention. So, raise your hand if you guys actually explored this area your first time through. You can't see it, but I am raising my hand. I was like, this is an odd room. We should explore it. Because if you know CRPGs, or good RPGs in general, you'll know when the destination is very clear to move forward, you should not do that. Because there's obviously some goodies for you to get if you just look around for a bit. My character's strength is zilch. So when I do this jump from here, I'm probably going to take damage. Yep. Yeah, this character is not strong. He will take plenty of damage when he does the jump action. We can, however, use these to restore during the tutorial. God, I love this dungeon so much. It's so good. I'm gushing about the UI. The UI is great. Now, they still need to do something about this bar. Because I like the UI and the interface. And they also need to do something about jump and disengage, because this should not be together. Disengage and jump should be separate actions. Also, when I hold left alt, everything in the environment should show up. Also, there should just be a button, like Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition had, where you can just sort of click. And, it will highlight everything without having to hold down a button. Because I have a mouse that I can map multiple buttons to, but if I didn't, holding down a button on my keyboard, which gets really hot when I play Larian games, would be really uncomfortable. The brain textures on us need a little bit of touching up.
Before they return.
They don't quite look as good as everything else in the game. Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
Oh wow, I'm surprised I passed that roll. You sound afraid. Why?
The enemy. So many enemies.
I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Okay, so let's start critiquing here. So one of my big problems with Baldur's Gate 3 is the dialogue options. There aren't enough of them, and there's not enough variety between them. So I can inspect the brain. I can break the skull. I can gently prise the brain from the skull. Or I can destroy the brain, or I can leave. Where's the option of saying, I'm not getting involved in this? Or, when I fail these, my only option is destroy the brain and leave. Where's my option to say, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do? Or, I can't do anything myself, maybe I can find someone else who can help you. And then I could go back and try and convince Lae'zel to do this. So there's stuff here that needs to be worked on as far as dialogue options. And I'll be trying to point out what dialogue options I'd like to have at any opportunity. So let's investigate. Let's see how we do. I'm not expecting to pass this roll.
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull.
Please. Before they return. They return.
So we could do dexterity, or we could do medicine. Which, there's no way I will fail this. There's literally no way. Yeah.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient should it prove a threat.
No, we're gonna spare the creature. Any injuries might weaken it. Wait, what? The hell is that text? What were those subtitles trying to say?
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
What's at the helm?
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
What should I call you?
Us. We are us.
Alright, so we have a variety of dialogue options of different flavors. So we have Attack the Brain. I'll go, but not with you. I helped you once, but that's all I can do for you. Alright, let's go. So this is an instance where I'm like, yes, the options that should be here are. The interaction before this did not have this variety.
We're going to the helm.
And I hope that by the final game they can keep a consistent variety of... I need... Let's look up that icon again. Ugh. So as I was saying, in the final game, I hope they can keep up, they can more consistently have good dialogue options of a different variety of tone and intent. Like, if there's an instance of only 2 dialogue options, there are too few. You can't possibly cover the amount of emotions a person could not just a person, but a character could have, any character could have, at any given time, with just 2 dialogue responses. Or 3. You need more than that. You really need to think of what is every possible thing that a player might want to do in any interaction. Oh, God. When I walked into fire, I hurt myself. Oh, I almost died from that. Great. Thanks, fire. Thanks for that. The first us interaction is cool, but it lacks dialogue options. Once you free us, the dialogue options that should be there are there. You could add a couple more, but the second half of that interaction is one of the good ones. The first half needs touching up as to what things the player can say or do.
Abomination. This is your end.
Lip sync's still off. It'll get fixed by the full release, I know.
Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh, my head. What is this? Skvar, you are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive. Imps block the path forward. You will assist me in destroying them. We must reach the helm before we
Lip sync's off again. Ugh. Who are you?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival. And you mine, though it pains me to say it.
That line read is different. Huh. Is the helm our way out of here?
It is where we might gain control of the Ga'arth, the ship. Once in command, we will deal with our Gaith captors.
Okay, so here's another instance of not enough dialogue options. Where's my option of no, I'm not going with you? Where's my options of no thanks, I'll do this on my own. Or, I'm not working with a Gith. Attack. Like, there should be more here. Like, I know you want to have the player take Lae'zel with us, because obviously, but the option should be there. This tutorial section is doable without Lae'zel, especially if you have us. Alright, so onward then.
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Now, I really like that she reacts to us, and I hope that... I really do want us to become a full party member. I know Swen put his foot down and it's like, no, if we keep making party members, we will never finish this game. But us is really interesting and cool, and there's a lot you could do with that. Hey guys, we're back. So, I wanted to redo of this fight, because I lost us, and initially I was gonna have like a run where, since we're using loaded dice, I'll just go with whatever the dice say, unless I'm actively trying to do something. Like, for example, we'll be romancing Gale this run, and I will probably need to save some a lot to make that happen. So, I want to show off Produce Flame, because I didn't do that in the run that I did. So, Produce Flame, for whatever reason, is based off of intelligence right now. It shouldn't be, it should be based off of wisdom, because I am playing a druid. But, that's what you can do with Produce Flame. So we're going to take Lae'zel. I said we're going to take Lae'zel. I should be able to move Lae'zel. Also, the problem of I can't edge pan without first moving, which sucks. Edge panning does not work the way it's supposed to right now. Also, even though me and Lae'zel are next to each other in initiative, I can't use her right now. I don't know why. Alright. So now we can... I guess we're gonna use a range attack, because I've now created a problem of fire being in the way. So we're going to have us. Us will be our tank, even though I normally have Lae'zel do that. Have that position. And then he's going to dash. The fire spread a bit more than it did the first time I did this. There we go. Now, us will be flanking them. Alright, and now we're going to produce flame again. No, don't walk into the fire, you idiot. Alright, there we go. And now Lae'zel has a bit of a problem here. She can totally hit the imp from here, right? No. She'll miss. Loaded dice don't seem to be helping me all that much. Let's show off Thorn Whip. No, don't walk into the fire, please.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the helm.
Alright. So I'm gonna end the video here. And when we come back, we'll do more critiques of Baldur's Gate 4's Early Access Patch 4. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please like the video, comment down below, share the video around, and subscribe to the channel, because it tells me you like my content and want me to keep making it. It also helps the channel grow. Until next time, later.